Yo, this is this is me. I'm Matt. I don't know. I didn't have anything clever. I was like a DJ of '90s music. I'm going down a nostalgic trip.
A cellar of '90s music. You know what?
Yeah.
I come up with them on the fly, or otherwise I would have had a record scratch if
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I mean, we've gone through one of our spells because it seemed like it's been a long time. Because, like we said, we'll record like 4 days apart, and then we'll record next time. It'll be like over a week. It'll be like 8, 9, 10 days apart.
So much has changed.
Because Kona's about ready to move.
I am. I'm moving a half hour south, which will not affect our recording of future podcasts, but the time zone remains the same.
I mean, hell, if you moved east, I mean, even if you moved time zones, you'd be in Will's time zone.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Yeah, okay, so maybe I'm 9 hours away from the nearest Boston Pizza in Arkansas.
Instead of just 10.
Yeah. My math is way wrong. It probably takes way longer than 10 hours to drive to Arkansas from here.
Every year he's going to move an hour closer to Boston Pizza. So in 10 years, watch out.
I'll get there.
In the year 2030, watch out.
Yeah.
I think when I've driven to Charlotte with the family to go to Heroes Con before, and it's about 16, 17 hours to get to Charlotte, North Carolina.
21 hours and 50 minutes it would take me to drive. I looked it up. I'd have to take 81 and 40 west. Well, one of these days we will meet in person. I don't know if people know it. We've never met each other in person, right? Well, have you guys met?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've met everyone else on the podcast at least once or twice. Yeah, these are
really
never met. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are
Except
pretty
for
close.
Ray. Yeah.
Except for Ray.
Oh, I have a buddy of mine who is in Pittsburgh right now, so I can text him your home address, see if he'll be like a link between us.
Tell Matt I said hello.
Yeah.
Even though I have like your number and everything, yeah.
Yes, right. I prefer to we have an intermediary to all our interactions.
But yeah,
it's just safer that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all gonna meet one day. But I was gonna say, I don't get a lot of time to travel, but you guys can come here. It's probably kind of in the middle between
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's on the way, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Hey, in the middle of April this year, they're the Steel City Con's having a whole bunch of guests. Will Wheaton, bunch of Walking Dead people.
Oh, Will Wheaton. Ensign Crusher.
Wesley Crushers, yes.
Yeah. He was an ensign, right? He probably moved up in the ranks as he became more of a regular character.
No, didn't he leave Starfleet in the season 7?
Maybe, but it's been a long time since I watched.
He went off with the Traveler, remember?
Oh no, I don't remember. I think I watched a couple more episodes of Picard. Have there been 3?
I'm current because I watched the new one today with 7 of 9. 7 of 9's in episode 5.
Oh yeah. Did you know what 7 of 9's original name was supposed to be?
Let me get the button. Okay, what was
the 8:57 p.m. Oh no, 8:53. I messed it up.
8:53.
8:53. That's right.
Oh, get up, Kuna.
I spent 3.5 hours at an IKEA today. My brain is fried. and my bank account.
I know they're not cheap.
Oh. No, they are cheap. That's the problem. You're like, it's not that bad. So we'll just keep getting them. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So has it picked up a little with Picard? I've only seen the first 2 still.
Yeah. Once he puts his little team, his little pirate team together and they get off into space. Yeah, like I said,
the ragtag crew.
Yeah. And 7 of 9 showed up in the last couple seconds of last episode. So yeah, she was in today's episode.
Cool.
I'll have to get on that.
Yep, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Any comics news? You guys heard anything?
Yeah, I was trying to think before. I don't think, especially with our boy.
Yeah, not really related to us. I know that there's been a lot of talk about the new girlfriend of Joker in the hard to attain Batman number 89.
I picked it up yesterday, but my comic shop guy was telling me, Batman 89 was already going online for $45.
Yeah,
jeez,
it's ridiculous.
Yes, because the Joker's new girlfriend premiered in like 2 whole panels. Punchline.
Yeah,
so everyone's expecting her to be the new Harley, Quinn. So
yeah, because everybody was expecting Harley Quinn to be Harley Quinn. No,
I mean, now they're like, hey, she's popular now. Yeah. Full animated series and a crappy movie.
Yeah. Preemptive strikes. Yeah.
But enough with the comics news. I want to hear about this. Matt Conan was selling off all his prized possessions.
Well, yeah. So I because I'm moving and because I have a lot of records. I brought records and old things, and my record player broke a long time ago, and they just
vinyl?
Yes, my vinyl player. So I have like several boxes of old 45s, and what I brought them to was mostly like an art and crafts fair. So I really sold almost nothing all day. And I did go through all my boxes of comics to find some stuff that I could part with theoretically. And I only sold like a handful, nothing great. And
whoa.
Yeah. It's my Teenage Wasteland was on full display. That was what it was. But I did have someone come into the last minute and buy some records that justified me spending the whole day there.
Record scratch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I saw on Facebook. He's like, see, Sunday he was selling all his prized possessions. I was like, man, Darkhawks. He's like, you wish, man.
Yeah. Do have a couple of Darkhawks, but no.
He was like, every other issue has Spider-Man in
it. Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, you didn't give up your NFL Super Pro, did you?
No. No, I would not break my CGC case of Super Pro. Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
9.8. No.
What year did that come out? Because I remember as a kid, I saw that on the spinner rack, and even then, I was like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 93 or 92, but I think that Spider-Man was.
Yeah, he was on the front cover. And even that, if Spider-Man can get me to buy it, I was like, oh, it's it. Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Wasn't that like 89 or 90?
Maybe. Let's see. Super Pro #1. Yeah, Spider-Man. He's in the middle.
1991. Looks like 1991.
Yeah, because it's got the 50 years of Captain America on the bottom.
Because it lasted. It said 91 to 92 because it was 12 issues and 1 special.
Oh wow. Yeah, he went from sacking quarterbacks to tackling crime. That's what it says. Wow.
Yeah.
Captain America in on it on 1 issue.
So 91, I was I 13? Wait. Yeah, 13 maybe. I was like, yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, you knew better. Yeah. I think that might have been something that like my parents brought home from the drugstore, like figuring I would like, and I was like, oh, come on, what are you doing?
It's got Spider-Man in it.
Yeah. And I just did a Google image search for it, and there's a panel where Captain America is biting his leg for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he's sucking the venom out. He says, "What are you doing? Forget me. Go after him." He goes, "Crossbones usually likes to poison his blades." So,
oh my god!
At least he didn't start to pee on it or something. It wasn't like jellyfish poison.
A damn Friends episode.
Yeah. I want to know what the process of elimination when treating jellyfish injuries, what it took for them to come upon that. But
yeah, no kidding. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let's try this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it? It's like ammonia, and there's like ammonia and in your pee?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've analyzed it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. Super Pro issue number 1. Who you want to be Spider-Man or should
Even Spider-Man didn't want to be Spider-Man.
I think it would be a good reality show to be like Spider-Man, like if he was, Spider-Man, but working for Marvel, and him keep getting crappy assignments to guest star in all these new books to draw interest to it. He's like, Sleepwalker. What is that? Come on. What? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you see him, Wolverine, and Punisher sitting around. Okay, who's gonna take the crappy Sleepwalker?
Yeah.
Give it to Ghost Rider. He's the new guy.
Yeah. They just keep getting assignments.
Oh my Lord, Kona, there's your stand-up thing. Marvel bullpen in the 90s. Spider-Man, Punisher, Wolverine, and Ghost Rider just sitting around. Okay, who's gonna guest star in today's issue?
Paper, rock, scissors, shoot.
Because those are the big four who are,
Yeah, they were the go-tos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Ray. Who's gonna star in this issue of Moon Knight? Mark Moon Knight. All right. So should we jump into these 2 issues?
Yeah, why not?
All right, people. We're gonna do this a little different because I don't know. I took the internet's word that Quasar was in Infinity War issue 2, which is what we were gonna do tonight. But I guess he shows up like in the background in a flashback. So like when we get the Ray's feedback, he only has feedback for issue 2. That's why. So we decided right on the spot that we're just gonna do like an overview of issue 1 and 2. Give you guys some feedback or some background for next week. We'll do Quasar 37, and then even when we do issue 3 of this, we'll do our read because that's when Quasar shows up. So, I got the paper. I got the trade. So, does anyone have the months? This was 92. Oh wait, let me see. They have the cover in here.
June of 92,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because I got the cover in here. Yeah, it says June. So yeah, June 92 was Infinity War number 1, First Strike. And remember, they made the people disappear last time who didn't want to see the crossovers. Basically, everyone's in the crossover.
Wrap around, yeah.
Fantastic Four couldn't get out of it this time. Even Alpha Flight showed up.
Yeah, they got their visas just in time.
And hey, our boy's on the cover, a Ron Lim cover.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, almost dead center. He's like right next to Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Right above Daredevil.
In front of She-Hulk and Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take that, Hawkeye. Oh, how awkward is that? He's standing next to Moondragon.
Yeah.
Oh, glad you could show up for this, Black Widow.
Yeah.
She's actually here for this one.
Yeah, so basically everyone's here, even our old friend Moon Knight.
They're just there on the cover. Not everyone's in there.
That's true.
Well, I think that doesn't everyone make it to Four Freedoms Plaza eventually?
Well, maybe we'll get to that. We'll breezing through. And ironically, just it starts off with, I forgot. It's been a while since I've read this, but I like the way that it starts off with the Thanos scarecrow.
Yeah, because you never see that anywhere.
Kind of a nice bookend.
And a Nietzsche quote.
Yeah, that would be a really cool thing to be like in a movie or something, I think. Maybe.
We could probably get it done. It'd be a snap.
Yeah.
Chitonic maneuvers.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Always go for the hit.
So we get a Thanos scarecrow, and then we see looks like Thanos walking into a building to meet another Thanos.
Yeah. Are they a race? No, come on.
But then the one in the overalls who was there to begin with turns around and there's no one there. Thanos is hiding behind a tree. So I guess Thanos in overalls is taking telemetry and stuff.
And then it switches to Thanos in. Yeah, he puts his armor back on because the Scarecrow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's reading all these interdimensional energies and he's getting his little probe saying, "I take it that on-site research is required."
And it's funny that he asked for a synopsis early in this issue, when that's what this episode is essentially going to be.
But sir,
we'll just read what he
sir,
says.
did you not read Infinity Gauntlet? You were there.
How long?
Oh, then we get-
I mean, I guess I could do the research. Here, you guys keep talking. I'll research my own question.
So
We've got the all of them seem to have lots of teeth, don't they?
when they take their evil form, yeah, but sometimes they can like disguise themselves to look like completely like the heroes. Oh, we're just gonna gloss over when Thanos leaves. He jumps in the Mobius chair from DC Comics.
Yeah. Yes.
Best Metron impression.
Uh-huh.
So he disappears in his chair, and then we cut to New York. Hey, look, it's Spider-Man. Speaking
of the devil.
That's
starring Spider-Man. Spider-Man swinging through New York.
And we got a 6-arm doppelganger.
Yeah, probably the most well-known of the Infinity War doubles and the longest lasting because he's still around.
Yeah, he had a bit of a tenure. How is that? Because I mean, it's a little bit. They must have retconned some stuff, right?
After the 90s, for a while, he disappeared. But I think, what is it, the Ravencroft stuff they're doing recently? I haven't been reading it, but I think he was still. Supposedly, he was still locked up in Ravencroft.
That's strange because it is like an alien being.
And I wonder what he looks like under the mask because it's like no one's taken off that mask.
Right.
Well, look at those eyes, dude.
Oh, true.
A series of tentacles.
Maybe just
non-cosmic tentacles.
No spark.
And with those teeth, would you really want to get up close with your hand to try to take the mask off? I mean, you're going to lose some fingers.
Yeah.
Maybe he looks like a spider, not Peter Parker, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we see the evil double swing after Spider-Man. But then we see Eternity's tripping out.
Yeah, it's going back from the cosmic to the street level. Big heavy hitters are there. Galactus is in his
Frankie Ray Nova.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the Richard Rider, the Frankie Ray, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who could possibly slip him and Mickey? Such power cannot be allowed to run unchecked or unchallenged.
Mm-hmm.
And then as Galactus and Nova leave, that's when we see Thanos show up.
Looking into the abyss.
And Thanos finds the energy signature vaguely familiar.
And then he sees his doppelganger, and then he disappears.
The abyss. Yes. And then back down on the West Coast, we see Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I guess coming back from Vegas. He says a weekend in Vegas was Tony Stark's indulgence.
And then the first confrontation, because we just saw Spider-Man being stalked, but we see Iron Man get blitzed from behind by someone who has sort of Legion of Doom shoulder spikes.
Yeah.
Mid-air tackles him from behind.
Oh no, it's NFL Super Pro.
Suck out the poison.
Oh, it's just in the upper thigh.
I think this Super Pro's doppelganger would be like XFL, X Pro, or Awesome Pro. You know, the XFL is back, baby. Arkansas, Pennsylvania. Actually, does Pennsylvania have one? Massachusetts doesn't have a team, unfortunately. But yeah, whatever.
I haven't been following the XFL.
I haven't been following it either. I just know it exists.
Oh, we get our obligatory after Thanos, goes looking for stuff here. we get our obligatory Wolverine appearance.
Oh yeah. Of course, walking through the woods in the middle of the night, as always.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not dressed for the snow. I mean, his sleeves are even rolled up. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, one.
Hey, he's tough.
Well, one, Harry. But two, do you really have to worry about like frostbite or anything with a healing factor?
True.
That's true.
He does save a lot of money on costumes, but I mean, we've seen him wear the leather jacket with the fur around it and the
just because
Mhm.
plastic Sentinels wanted poster cover, Days of Future Past. But
he is a hairy man.
Yeah, so he gets jumped.
I know. Look at the claws on that double ganger, man.
Yeah, they're like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But has a thumb. Freddy didn't have a thumb.
That's right. Instead of on top of the palm, yeah, the double gangers just looks like it has very long fingernails. Adamantium fingernails.
Yeah. So at this point, we're wondering what's going on. Obviously, it keeps cutting back and forth between Thanos, so we think that he's probably has some sort of a involvement in this. I mean, just a year before was the Infinity Gauntlet, which was published between July and December of 91, and Infinity War takes place between June and November of 92. So it's sort of along the same lines.
Yeah, when was if I'm remembering right, didn't the Warlock and the Infinity Watch series spin out of Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, because after the whole Thanos thing, I think they were,
each one had a stone.
Everyone had a stone to guard. Yes.
So it was probably like on issue 3, 4, somewhere 5, maybe. I mean, 6 would be the latest it could be if it was the very next month, right? After Infinity Gauntlet number 6.
I don't know. Well, in the Infinity War paperback I have, there's Warlock and the Infinity Watch 7 through 10 in this. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like as Thanos gets surprised by a shadowy figure, who we don't see. We also see Dr. Doom examine all these strange readings he's never seen before.
Yeah, so June 92, Warlock of the Infinity Watch was on issue number 5. So
okay.
When Infinity War started, right? So,
yes. And after we see the Dr. Doom appearance, for Freedom's Plaza, we see Mr. Fantastic getting attacked by his evil double.
Mm-hmm.
Which this scene plays out at, what is it, Fantastic Four? I think it's 366.
Yeah,
they did a bunch. They did a couple. What was it like? It was like 360. It was either started in 366 or 367, and it ran through till like 370, I think. So, not a good amount of issues out of Fantastic Four. But
yeah, there were some good ones. I remember the Bad Thing.
Yes.
On the cover of that one, or a couple later. But yeah, this is Reed Richards losing, right? So we don't get to see it. Yeah, because it's
they just get all tangled up. Yeah, you can't tell who, but one of them grabs a gun and like shoots the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then back to Thanos, who's being confronted by his evil double and the Magus.
The Magus.
That's right.
Just the we don't know this yet, but right, he's like the Adam Warlock evil.
He's
double,
the
right?
side of Adam Warlock. Yeah, because they reveal later on that he purged himself after Infinity Gauntlet of his good and evil side, and this is the evil side. Boy, I wonder when the good side's going to show up.
Infinity. Yeah.
And do you think because Thanos is already evil that his doppelganger does immediately try to take him over? And just kind of kept it heel,
Well, he's like the lackey of the Magus, but I thought you were going to say he really doesn't look any eviler at any.
He doesn't.
Exactly like Thanos the whole.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the double of Thanos be like a good guy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Or were they trying to say that? Was this Starlin again? Was he trying to say Thanos isn't pure good or pure evil? He's
he just is.
He's a complicated man. No one understands but his woman, Lady Death.
Oh, Lady Death.
And then we get to catch up on the battles, right? After we get this is my terrible plan.
Great 6-panel page.
Yeah, we see the Iron Man and Wolverine battles going on. Yeah,
it looks like Iron Man's having a little bit more success than old Logan by the first page we see. But when we turn the page, nope, things have reversed. In fact,
Wolverine stabs his double.
Right in the chest, and then Iron Man, evil Iron Man, gets a very unsportsmanlike blow to the back of the head of Tony Stark. It seems to be taken him down.
Yep, crack.
That armor is probably my favorite armor. It's the one right after the Crimson, the Silver Centurion. Armor.
Yeah.
That I really like that.
Me too.
Because that's what he donned just after the whole Armor Wars story, which is an awesome story too.
Yeah, that is cool armor.
And these are just like the next few pages are no dialogue. It's just action with no sound effects.
I just love. You would think like other dimensional doubles would be harder to defeat. Maybe are they like allergic to adamantium? Because all Wolverine does is stab the dude in the chest and it disappears.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to slice. He just goes poke.
I mean, what becomes more and more clear is that they're all kind of limited. They're dumb, most of them, right? They're kind of animalistic. All they know is to kill and try to take over their opposite, or the one that they're being sicked on, I guess. And so maybe, I don't know. Maybe more thought went into their offense than their defense, and that's why if they can be killed, I don't want to say so easily, but some of these heroes who are engaged in battle have a little bit more of effectiveness. I mean, and Wolverine is also one of a hero that's not afraid to kill. So that's why, even though it kept it ambiguous, when you saw a long stretchy arm take out a gun and blast it, I think any Fantastic Four reader would think, even if he was in a struggle for his life, that might be kind of uncharacteristic of old Reed Richards. But,
Wolverine, the best there is at what he does. And hey, Wolverine #1 came out this week.
Yeah. What number of #1 is that for Wolverine?
No, it's got to be at least volume 4. I don't know. What's like? Do you count Old Man Logan? Because Old Man Logan had his own series.
Yeah, and it was a pretty long one, right?
Yeah. It was like 50 issues, I think.
Yeah.
So if you count that one, it's then you had Return of Wolverine. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. All new Wolverine.
Oh yeah, with X-23. Yeah, you got that. Yeah. All right, so then after that, we see Galactus talking smack. Now more than ever is paramount that I hunt down the welder of this might. He tinkers with my reality, an affront I cannot allow. Oh,
I love the what's he looking for, and he says a mage, and it's Doc Strange is his pupils.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
A mage who can easily penetrate the mystical barriers.
And then poor Spidey.
Oh yeah, his double's like got impaled on that fence.
Yeah,
poor Spider-Man. He'll be back.
He's fine.
And then we get
just a flesh wound.
that silent page of Iron Man's double, just like wrapping in tentacles.
Yeah, those tentacles. And he's like mummifying him, and
quantum tentacles.
Exactly right. And then it comes out and it looks just like Iron Man, but that doesn't feel right, which we'll see later on.
Then we see Thanos having drinks with the Magus as his double drinks.
Serving them, put to work.
It looks like wine glasses, but it's like they're drinking something brown. Is that like soda or juice or something.
Probably some mug root beer.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe some Barks root beer. It's got a little caffeine. They're gonna be up all night.
oh, nice.
Trying to destroy the world. A nice 12-panel conversation between the two of them over some bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
You already possess vast energies, yet I still sense hunger. I still see hunger in your eyes.
Yeah.
Is that an 80s lyric?
Mm-hmm.
I already had my taste of omnipotence and found it impossible to keep down. Ultimate might was not meant for beings such as ourselves. Boy, can you imagine if he had said this in the movie?
Yeah.
And then the Magus says we're obviously not of the same breed. Because I guess he was trying to get the real Thanos on his side. So when he realized he's not going to, he has his fake Thanos fight the real Thanos. Well, looks like they're about.
He starts to.
Yeah, basically all the evil doubles behind them.
Hey, and is that an evil Quasar up there right above Nova?
It is. I think so. He's like all blue.
Uh-huh.
You can't see a quantum band, but it looks like his wrist is glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some quantum shape. Kind of looks like an onion because of the inking. But yeah.
Got a bald Hulk.
That's what. Oh man, I would have loved Quasar versus his doppelganger crossover issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll get to Quasar versus a evil double of himself, sort of.
Other dimensional.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not an exact double, but it's a quantum band welder. and
and
boy, is that crazy. Well, we'll get.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if his doppelganger was just like overly religious and really confident in himself, just like the complete opposite.
And
a successful businessman.
Very impolite.
Yes.
I don't say please or thank you, ma'am.
And he wore a headband, which you can't really see on this page because it's kind of blocked over. But there are some drastic interpretations of the characters in here. Like Daredevil looks like a devil. It's got horns.
Yeah, I think the Daredevil doppelganger is like the second, probably the second one, the double to hang around the longest.
Oh, right, because he was in the whole Fall from Grace.
Yeah.
So,
died in the Daredevil Infinity War crossover, but yeah, he showed up in Fall from Grace, and he finds like this magic potion or something that like basically transform you into whatever you want. So like it turned him into like a identical version of Matt Murdock. And then he gets killed 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
And Matt Murdock's like, I can fake my death.
Yeah. Vision looks kind of like a gargoyle. And Hulk's doppelganger looks like Hulk 2099.
Yes.
Or kind of like the Abomination.
Yeah.
Ish.
Speedballs has like a giant like pillar of hair.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Beast looks just kind of like Beast, but with sharper teeth.
Oh, Puck. Look at Puck.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just like red eyes and the big teeth, but besides that, it's almost
bald
Hercules.
Bald Hercules, where is he? Oh, okay, to the right. Yeah. It gets a lot of X. There's a lot of X play going on in this. I know they were the hot ones, but I mean, Alpha Flight, Excalibur,
and it's funny because it's like once the doubles get killed, like the maggots can like bring them back. So it's like in every book, like the artist would like draw the doubles different sometimes. Except for like the well-known ones, like the Spider-Man one. But yeah, so it's like if they look different, that's because they got killed off and came back.
Yeah, I like that Cyclops is an actual Cyclops with a circular eye. Yeah.
But yeah, and they reveal the Magus is getting these doubles from the Dimension of Manifestations, which we'll get to next episode.
That's right. Yes.
And then Magus says, "You will let Adam know I'm coming, won't you?" To Thanos. Adam, and he like teleports him away or something. Adam, who?
I don't know.
We're gonna get there soon. The Titan Thanos can't help but admire the skill with which he was handled.
Yeah.
Because even on his floating chair, all the instruments are wiped clean. So, and Thanos is thinking, "Oh, he's insane," and this is a struggle. I'm going to need help in winning. Oh, team up time.
Massive team up time.
Yeah.
So, as Magus is villain monologuing, we see Vision flying into Avengers headquarters.
And everyone's going to start getting transmissions.
Reed Richards is calling everyone, saying he scheduled a meeting for 6 a.m.
Damn.
Oh, come on, man.
Like, yeah, no, forget that.
That's 3 a.m. West Coast time. I was going to break it to Wonder Man and U.S. Agent and all them.
Yeah, because he is calling them. Well, yeah, we see he's called the Avengers, the X-Men, the New Warriors.
Classic New
I
Warriors.
love that.
Yes.
I love the reaction of Speedball. Yeah, because Richard says we are now forced to deal with the power that rivals the Beyonders or that of the Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity what?
The West Coast Avengers.
X Factor. That book was coming out at the time. That was good.
Peter David X Factor is the best.
Yeah.
Ray talked about the one day. Oh, Ray, yeah, Peter David X Factor.
And I love that it's kind of I have to be very careful about how I would phrase the joke, but Multiple Man seems to be playing cards with himself.
Yes,
that's what he's doing, poker. But he's got to know what he's got to tell, right? Yeah.
I would think.
There's another double standing there watching them, but there's 4 of them sitting at the table playing cards, so 4 of a kind.
Oh.
And Alpha Flight. Don't forget Alpha Flight.
Yep.
Very well.
This sequence takes place during issue 109.
And this is like 9 issues after the Avengers crossover with Kismet, right?
Yeah. We did like 97 and 4. Yeah. And then someone was like opening chips on a cosmic level.
Oh, sorry. I was closing chips. Sorry.
Then we see Doctor Strange in his Sanctum Sanctorum.
What? Big explosion. It's Dr. Drew. It's the battle of the doctors.
Yeah.
Strange versus Doom.
No, because Doom's not there yet because he's
sorry.
making a collect call.
Yeah.
2, he's like, "What say you, Conqueror?" Because we're gonna get the Doom and Kang, Armor Brothers team up.
Yeah.
Doom.
Oh. Future Moon Knight villain Kang.
Oh yeah. Ray, is that you?
Thanks, Matt.
Stay tuned, people, for the upcoming episode of Ultimate Spider Cast. We're gonna have Ray, myself, Matt Kona. You're showing up, right, for Scarlet Spider?
I'm gonna try to wake up.
I know we're doing 7 a.m. Sunday morning because I'm.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Reed Richards.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big sausage fest. Yeah.
Breakfast sausage fest.
Sure.
Yeah. Links. You gotta send out the links.
All right. So after we see the Doom Kang team up, we go to Monster Island. I guess, yeah, I do remember this. The Infinity Watch had their headquarters on Monster Island. They're like,
oh yeah,
in a castle, where they're meeting with the other resident, the Mole Man.
Yes, original Fantastic Four enemy.
Kicked off the Fantastic Four #1. Kicked off the Marvel Universe, right?
Right. Oh, that's right. They're just moving into the castle now because like Mole Man's almost like their real estate agent. We have an intruder because they all turn and Thanos shows up. What is it you seek, Titan? And Thanos says, "Your aid."
Dun dun. Oh, we need our there we
Yes,
go.
that ends issue 1. Besides the giant credits at the bottom of the last page. Jim
Yeah.
Starlin, Ron Lim, Al Milgram. Tell him DeFalco honcho.
Honcho.
Not the head honcho. He's just a honcho.
Well,
Just
just
the
the yourself head
honcho.
honcho when your name's like a quarter the size of those top 3 ones. So so that brings us to issue 2, which we were going to discuss, which we were originally going to discuss tonight, from July 1992. The cover's almost the same, except everyone's fighting each other on the cover.
That's right.
Daredevil fighting multiple mans.
Right, but it doesn't. It's not. They're not fighting obvious doppelgangers. It looks like they're just not getting along with each other.
Well, again, it's like, Evil Reed Richards and Iron Man are basically, everyone's like, who could we trust? Someone been.
Yeah.
It gets continuity error. I see a continuity error for the big skirmish in issue 2. Look, there's Quasar, but Quasar wasn't here yet. He's flying in the beginning of issue 3.
Yeah, he's on the cover behind Gambit.
Mon ami, behind Spider-Woman. Oh, Spider-Woman versus Psylocke. Storm and Thor just like throwing lightning at each other. Oh my lord. Look at that creeper Wonder Man just like checking out Rogue's butt.
Well, it's better to look than to touch, especially when it comes to Rogue, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it wasn't
it's covered. Right? It's okay.
It's Comic Code Authority book code.
Hands to yourselves, everyone. And so that's what my point is, I guess. All right, let's dig in. There's a lot to digest in the cover, and then there's even more characters to talk about.
Yep.
Inside.
We open up at Fort Freedom's Plaza as the Human Torch comes flying out down to the roof. The things wait for
I think it's funny. He's the last to arrive, and he freaking lives there.
I know.
You might have been out getting the morning paper.
Looking for a new girlfriend, because this is after he find out he thought he was married to Alicia Masters, but she was a Skrull.
A Skrull. He was from Australia.
That's what I was going to say. From Australia.
Speaking of Australia, when Thing brings Johnny Storm into the room to see all the heroes, the only person not involved in a conversation.
Oh yeah, because
bottom left corner.
Shared this image on the Into the Night fan group. Yeah, Moon Knight standing there by himself.
Yeah, arms folded, unhappy to be excluded from multiple man's poker game, which she has continued again in this
meanwhile,
issue.
He's still carrying on a conversation just with his multiple personalities.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves.
And yeah, that has to be Quasar there with the blue cape, right?
Oh, Black Knight?
I guess he's not. I mean, he could be in. It looks like Black Knight and U.S. Agent are pretty deep into the conversation, but good catch.
Maybe that's another
good
evil
catch,
double.
Could be.
He disappears before the real. Wait
of them. Yeah, perhaps.
Oh boy. So everyone's waiting because the Hulk's getting frustrated. He's like, "Come on, Richards, tell us what's going on." Mm-hmm. And Reed's like, "No, we're waiting until everyone gets here." And he's like, "You're free to leave anytime you wish, Bruce, but you'll surely regret that choice if you opt for it." Then we see Mr. Fantastic's at a podium, and he's like, his fingers inching closer to a mysterious button. And then Cap.
Trap door's gonna open up.
That's right.
Cap's asking Fake Reed, who hasn't shown up yet. Iron Man, Wolverine, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man. Then we see Kang and Doom scanning for energies. Thinking themselves, Kang's thinking Doom's a Neanderthal, and Doom's thinking Kang's a pompous fool. The energies are being funneled to myriad sites throughout the heavens. And of course, it's Doom. So he wants to steal the power from whoever has it. But then back to Monster Island, Thanos is telling Adam and everyone else that the Magus lives. Because originally he was from like an alternate timeline where Adam went evil. He's like, I destroyed his timeline. He's like, you, Thanos, don't pay for assistance. Then Moon Dragon. I can contact the Avengers for assistance.
Yeah, and they both say.
We've had enough guest stars already. They put Spider-Man in the first issue. No, I don't.
Adam, since the Infinity Gauntlet affair, I'm not overly loved by Earth's defenders. Why? They forgot most of Infinity Gauntlet that he used them for cannon fodder, right?
True. I mean, Speedball certainly did.
What? The Avengers. Oh, and he's like, and as for Thanos, the Avengers would attack him before we could explain the situation. That's right. Go for the head.
I wonder. Does that actually happen? Perhaps in an issue that we may discuss later.
And who has to separate everyone?
Not
Midnight. Not Midnight. I'll tell you that.
They probably left him out.
Oh yeah, he stayed behind Four Freedom Plaza. Yeah, because he had a bunch of Infinity War crossover issues, and most of them took place in Four Freedom Plaza. But Drax is like, he wants to kill Thanos, but no, this time Thanos, we're on the same side as Thanos. Okay, I smashed Thanos later.
Drax still got that in the present day. Still has a lot of problems with Thanos, so makes sense.
So they're going to look for assistance, and Thanos is going to take them to the palace of Mistress Death. Meanwhile, Magus and the Thanos double are watching all this on TV. And he tells the evil double, "This is why I chose you to be my assistant. In all the galaxy, there is no greater schemer than Thanos of Titan." And the evil double's like, "How will this ensnare Adam Warlock? Your other self is so unpredictable." He's like, "Other self? You mean my shade, don't you?" Look at Magus rocking some like silver-looking quantum bands.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Except they have no power. So it's weird. He looks like a purple version of Adam Warlock, but he's got. I know Warlock used to dress like this, but that lightning bolt down the chest. I'm like, they don't have electrical powers or anything like.
It looks cool,
like
man.
he's doing his Shazam impression. I'm just waiting for him to say, Oh, and then he's like, "What do we have on the Galactus contingent?" Which it seems like we see
them show up at Monster Island.
Yeah, Kang and Doom are like checking out a cave on a cliff, and that's when Galactus, Doctor Strange, Nova, and the Silver. Hey, look, they picked up the Silver Surfer on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This way, Surfer. I may need your power to back me up here. In here says Doctor Strange. Oh, look, half of the Defenders.
Ooh, a little reunion.
And Hulk's with the Avengers. So Namor didn't show up for the party. See, unlike in Operation Galactic Storm, at least Spider-Man showed up this time. Namor's still like too good for this.
Yeah, he's hard to make plans with.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't like interacting with, I think, most of the superheroes because he always seems like a fish out of water.
Ayo.
Nice.
So they go into the cave by the Vishanti. What is it? An energy configuration of immense complexity and power. Discernible, but definitely mystical in nature. Wait a second, Galactus, are you picking this up through your Eye of Agamotto link up? What is it? What is it? An iPhone 11? What the? Return, and Galactus tells them to return the craft immediately so they can track it. And then Doom and Kang are like, "Hey, let's just follow them."
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And back at Fort Freedom's Plaza, Hulk's still screaming, "Let's get this show on the road." And Reed's like, "I just received word Iron Man and Hawkeye are on the way." And then we see Hawkeye and the Sky Cycle talking to Spider-Man.
Who's weirded out by what happened last night with the 6-armed doppelganger.
Yeah. But because Hawkeye's telling him about the whole gathering at Fort Freedom's Plaza, and Spider-Man's like, "I've been out of the loop lately," but he's like, after last night, yeah, Richards might be the gent I should talk to. So Hawkeye's like, "I'll catch you there." Spider-Man's thinking, "Jerk, wouldn't even offer a guy a lift, would you?"
Oh, and then we get the recap of how the Megas came to be, right?
Yes, because they Thanos and the others show up at Mistress Death's palace and are looking in the little pool. Yeah,
That's the gene pool.
we get the history of the Magus. Because back in the day he had that big white fro.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't help.
80s Magus.
Yeah, Dynamite. But yeah, in his timeline he conquered like 1,000 worlds because Starlin. But then the Magus began to fear that his existence in this time frame might upset the course of his own past life. So he began carefully engineering his own creation from the ashes of Adam Warlock's destruction.
Oof.
So, and again, Thanos thought that was going to interfere with his plan. So he helped Warlock basically destroy that timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And the base evil that had been the Magus faded from existence, only to be remembered by a select few.
Like the black and white karate guy. What's his name? Is that the Beyonder?
Oh, In-Betweener?
No. In-Betweener.
Yeah. In-Betweener.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the In-Betweener? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
Because he serves Lord Chaos and Master Order, right?
So yeah. So like we see Tip the Troll's like, "We already know all this stuff," and Thanos is like, "Patience, we're getting there."
Not everybody who's reading it does. Come on.
Then
It's way too long for an editor's
That's
note.
right.
Just roll with it.
That's right.
we see Hawkeye gets attacked by his evil double, which basically just looks like him, but with like sharp
A bird head.
a bird mask and sharper teeth. Yeah. So he's about
Yeah.
for
Oh,
Hawkeye
man.
until Spider-Man comes swinging in to save him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man's trying to web up that double. Yeah, the Hawkeye double gets knocked off the roof. Uh-oh.
And then we get Iron Man showing up.
And
Ooh, stern looking Iron
talk
Man.
to the Repulsors.
Yeah.
He blasts Spider-Man, but then back to Thanos and crew, we see
Now it's time to recap Infinity Gauntlet.
yeah, because remember they said there was a Quasar appearance? Yeah, I think that's him right there in the corner of that flashback right there.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
There's his appearance.
Wearing the wrong costume.
Besides the cover, yeah, that's his appearance.
I would have missed that. That's a real small appearance. Yeah. And he's got red pants on.
So yeah.
And it looks like he has a Dark Hawk amulet in his chest. Come on.
Nice. Yeah, so it's recapping Infinity Gauntlets, which we covered, and then it says how Adam Warlock eventually got the gauntlet, but unlike you, Lord Thanos, Warlock was a flawed being not worthy of the mantle of supremacy. Might and jealousy. Eternity had him called before the living tribunal, the representative of the one who is above all. The tribunal, remember him. He's going to be trouble in the future, kids. The tribunal ruled against Warlock, forcing him to forsake his godhood. This he did by dividing the gems among those he now calls the Infinity Watch, and one other whom Warlock wishes to remain nameless. Wasn't it Thanos?
I thought it was Thanos.
Yeah.
I think they reveal it in this miniseries, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Thanos.
Yeah.
But what none of you is aware of is that a dramatic change took place in Adam Warlock during his tenure as the Almighty. He subconsciously felt that only pure logic would allow him to shoulder his newfound responsibilities properly. Neither good nor evil would be permitted to cloud his judgment, so both were subconsciously and totally expelled from his being. But the darkness that is the Magus would not easily die. So, what the hell is, if he has no good or evil in him, what the hell is he? It just seems
He's Sweden.
sounds weird.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Switzerland.
Switzerland,
Yeah.
Switzerland. Yeah, they're the same. Come on.
It's the same. So,
Pretty cool, complicated backstory.
yeah.
Though.
Is that the whole scrying pool? Does it really have a giant ass question mark? Pardon my French. Question mark in the middle of it.
It does have the giantest question mark, as you said.
They're asking the biggest question of the series, such as the fact that he acquired a mysterious and near infinite source of power.
It's like a big 8-ball. This is the material that goes into the magic 8-balls that you ask all the questions to. Shake them up.
He wrested this might from 5 separate realities, and Thanos like 5. We're talking about other dimensional infinity gems, perhaps? No, the wave frequencies differ. Even the pool cannot answer the question. So I guess they're sneaking around behind Mistress Death's back because I guess the Magus lets her know, hey, got intruders. Because just look at the look on Death's face. She's like, oh, not Thanos again.
X's are such a pain, right?
Doesn't he know with Deadpool now? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Then we get to Fort Freedom's Plaza and we see an angry-looking Iron Man. Spider-Man and Hawkeye won't be joining us. They have been unavoidably detained as they're like laying unconscious on a rooftop. And Professor X is like, we can brief Wolverine later because, he never shows up on time. So the Reed Richards is saying, I summoned you all here to alert you to an incident that occurred last night. I was in the midst of some rather interesting but disturbing research when the intruder entered. My assailant was my exact double. We battled, and I was fortunate enough to best him, unluckily enough to kill him. The body then mysteriously vanished. Sure. Cap doesn't like this one bit. Professor X wanted to know if he got any readings off it. Yes, the lab sensors automatically scanned my assailant when he entered the room for the purpose of his attack. I've come to the conclusion he came to take over my existence, to replace me.
Oh, no.
The trespasser after Daredevil's like, is he capable of that? Trespasser had an extremely complex yet fluid molecular structure. I believe he could have become anyone he chose. Has anyone else experienced anything similar? I have, and Wolverine walks in.
Now, because it's not cold, he's wearing a coat.
Yes.
And the thing's like, how'd you get in without setting off all the alarms? I got my ways. And then back to the Mistress Death's place. The Pole's telling them about the Magus's ultimate plan. From a nearby dimension, he gathered the soldiers of his army. Dimension of manifestation. Then he
altered them in unspeakable ways.
It just looks like a field of tentacles.
Yeah.
We're still wondering what the origin of it all
I love how
is.
Thanos is like, I believe I encountered one of his soldiers and saw how he was changed. No, you didn't. He looked exactly like you.
Yeah. Right. Thanos is like, he was left-handed.
He looked so evil. His chin looked even more like a nutsack.
He had long hair. He had
hair. Period.
He had hair.
He had one more bump in the chin. Yeah.
No, it's like Star Trek: The Mirror Universe. He had a goatee. I knew he was evil.
That's right.
And then, Gamora's like, Adam, we got to get out of here. Mistress Death. She is Mistress Death comes in. The then back at Fort Freedom's Plaza, the Wolverine decided to sneak in the back door this morning. Figured it'd be better for my health.
There's a back door.
Service and who knows? But he's thought I'd check out all the players before throwing in my ante. Wanted to hear what Richards had to say before showing my face. His spiel sounded pretty reasonable. Too bad it's a pack of lies as he blows cigar smoke in Iron Man's face. And we see Drax attacking Mistress Death. They're like, no, you're full. But they all teleport out back to the Mole Man's place. Oh Lord, did the polls, like, I guess since Mistress Death is the only one left, would Mistress Death care to know what Magnus's ultimate goal is?
It's very helpful.
And back at Fort Freedom's Plaza, Iron Man's like, what do you mean lies? Wolverine, just that you and Richards here aren't the real McCoys. Close but no cigar. The real McCoys. The Beast is like, yeah, I'm over here. Get it, McCoys.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How can you tell? Wolverine, the old sense of smell, it never fails me. So shouldn't Daredevil pick this up like 10 minutes ago?
Probably. Yeah.
Just what happened?
Maybe he's got a cold.
Oh,
Sinus infection.
and fake Iron Man gets racist. He's like, just what have you been putting up that nose of yours, muty?
Oh, not cool, man. Not cool.
You don't want to drop an M bomb. Come on.
I think it's pretty obvious who the imposter is around here. You may as well give it up, pal. I'd be like, what? How's he the imposter? Wolverine's being the same jerk he always is. How can we tell? All three of them look and sound the same to me. Oh, here comes Daredevil. The smell the same, Cap. Can Wolverine's olfactory sense really be more sensitive than mine? Oh. If I'm in
Daredevil's feeling a little insecure, isn't he?
Yeah.
and Reed's saying, if I'm an imposter, why would I call this meeting and alert everyone?
Ooh, or a very clever move.
And then Wolverine's still saying, I'm telling you, these two are fakes. And it was that Guardian or Vindicator, whatever they call her, an Alpha Flight. Surely there must be some kind of test we could run. And then the Beast, the real McCoy. Where's Doctor Strange? He's big in the Sixth Sense department.
He is the Sixth Sense department.
Johnny Storm. He's got the Eye of Agamotto. Again, Speedball. The Eye of what? Didn't Iron Man tell you earlier he couldn't locate Doctor Strange to invite him into this meeting? Gambit. He sure did. Very convenient. I guess Jean Grey and Professor X aren't picking up any weird brain patterns. Professor X said he can't detect them. Iron Man's yelling at Iron Man. Who sent you? Back off, Shorty. Yeah, Gambit saying, I say go with Wolverine. And I don't know what Daredevil here's do. Oh, was radar sense detecting surprise Reed Richards has. He's like, good Lord.
Yeah, maybe his heartbeat or the
what they got.
lack of. Yeah.
I love on Monster Island. Moondragon says the Mole Man, you're not gonna be one of those landlords that's always hanging around, are you? That's where Matt Cona's moving to, Monster Island.
Yeah. I am moving closer to the ocean.
We all know it's off the coast of Boston. Or wait, is Australia Monster Island?
Oh, that's true. There are so many predators there.
I know. Conan, you know what we have to ask Ray on Sunday? I heard a lot of people in Australia eat kangaroo. Ray, do you eat kangaroo?
I don't eat kangaroo. I'm on the South Wales diet. We only eat wallabies. Yeah.
It's the yo-yo diet. It's up and down, up and down. Even Mole Man says Reed Richards has called an emergency meeting of all so-called superheroes on Earth. Something threatening the safety of the entire universe. Too much of a coincidence. But then we see
Everybody's fighting everybody else.
Well, Moondragon, I guess. Yeah.
It lives up to the cover.
Moondragon's going to talk to them, but yes.
Just making her way there.
But yeah, I think Daredevil sensed the bomb because he's like, Richards and Iron Man are the imposters, keeping them away from the podium as he throws his billy club at Reed's neck.
Which is pretty awesome.
Great image. Yeah.
Iron Man starts blasting people. Colossus grabs him. Cease your futile struggling, imposter. But I guess they bump into the Hulk. He's like, hey, watch it. And Cap's like, oh, crap. Hulk, no. Get off my foot, you blasted idiot. Because, yeah, Hulk hits Colossus, sends him flying, him and Cap flying. You just get a splash page of everyone fighting.
Hey, there's Living Lightning.
Yeah, Bato. Oh, there's the other Nova punching it out with Rogue. But then we see Daredevil punching Reed in the face. Somebody give me a hand back here. And Reed punches him back. We see people jumping around. Reed hits that mysterious button.
What is
the
it?
The podium opens up. It's a gamma bomb. That's right. So, Pip the Troll and Moondragon show up like across like a couple blocks from Four Freedoms Plaza. Why don't we just show up inside and have everyone freak out at our sudden appearance? No thanks. Moondragon. Oh, first,
yeah.
First I'll contact Quasar. That's right. And then, oh my God, as we see a big green explosion. Pip the Troll. So much for that idea. Back to Monster Island? She's like, yes. And then, again, watching on his couch potato, Magus is watching on his TV. Because the fake Thanos, another masterful move, sire. One I am certain that will surprise even you once its full impact is realized. The game is far from over. In fact, things are just beginning to get interesting. Dun, dun, dun. So, yes, the end of issue 2. Next time, Quasar 37, followed by Infinity War 3. So, thoughts, gentlemen, while I pull up our Australian feedback?
I don't know. I don't have much thought specifically. We kind of blazed through it all, but certainly they're in a different place than things were in Infinity Gauntlet. What with you not really being able to trust where Thanos is, what his true intentions are at first, and but I liked the second issue, the way that it kind of culminates. There's more at stake, and you see heroes fighting heroes and controversy, and
the first issue a lot of setup.
Yeah, pontification.
Will.
Yeah, just.
Wait, are you really Will?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
You don't have more thoughts. You're an imposter.
It's been a long time since I read this. I don't know. I still say Cosmos and Collision is the best Marvel Cosmic, bar none. I feel like this was good, but I don't think it was as good as Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Well, and the first two parts are kind of mediocre because Quasar hasn't shown up yet.
Exactly.
Really. Yeah.
All right. So let's get to.
I did like the crossovers. I don't know. I think I like the crossovers for Infinity War more just because you had the one-on-one against these mysterious bad guys. But we could talk more about the specific crossovers. I was doing a little research while you guys were talking a little bit earlier.
We'll get.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I think we named them all like a couple episodes back. But yeah, I mean, we'll get to the Quasar ones. The ones that stand out in my mind are like the Fantastic Four ones. Moon Knight got a couple, I think at least 4.
Mm-hmm. He did. I think 3 or 4.
But having said that, this series isn't as good as Infinity Gauntlet. It does set up the moment in Quasar where he basically is like, I'm just going to make sure that people do what Cap says.
Yeah. Hulk, no thing, not a.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get to Ray's feedback again. We were only planning on doing issue 2, so yeah, this feedback is specific to issue 2. So once again, our friend Ray from Infinite Night, a Moon Knight podcast. This feedback will sound like he's standing in the corner talking to himself.
Hello, Will, Phil, and Matt. This is Ray giving some feedback to the Quantum Zone.
Is he in the car?
Whilst I drive, everything's safe and
you're on the wrong side of the road.
Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on Infinity War number 2. I think Finny does as well. Basically, Finny shares my sentiments. Look, there was hardly any Quasar. I think he was literally mentioned just once in the issue. Yeah, that's right, Finn. But anyway, yeah, a very cool 90s, very 90s issue.
Yes.
I loved it all. Revisiting Adam Warlock, Thanos, Drax, Gamora, all pre-James Gunn. Everything was a little, I don't want to say silly, but it was silly with obviously the doppelgangers, but how all the superheroes kind of just went off and started fighting each other because there was a bit of chaos. I like the bit with Daredevil, and I like that note of Daredevil wondering if Wolverine has a better sense of smell, which on the handbook I believe he does slightly have, or I think it was from one of the Daredevil annuals. It might have been the Atlantis Attack annuals where Daredevil talks about his own senses. But anyway, it was enjoyable. Look, I found everything post Infinity Gauntlet pretty bad. But having read this and revisited it, I actually had to read it twice because I, again, kind of lost interest while I was reading it. But reading it a second time, it's okay. It's good. It's just a bit of fun, very nostalgic, but no Quasar. Anyway, guys, keen to hear your thoughts, and so does Finn. I'll catch you later. See ya.
I mean, again, yes, it was very 90s, and I think this was more of like, oh, we got to do another big event. It's just like, and again, Starlin just like, oh, Adam Warlock is the be all end all.
Yeah, I'm not.
The big thing I took from that conversation is Ray stealing Soshin's thing now? Is he like turning left and right?
We should tell him to turn left and turn right.
Turn signal. It's weird because you're probably on the wrong side of the road, Ray, right?
That's right.
On the right side of the road. But yeah, these issues are all right. But again, yeah, no Quasar. So next time.
Yeah. So is it the dome scene? Is that 37 or 38?
38. 37 is the
38.
Dimension of Manifestations. Yeah, 38 is the
That's
dome.
right.
Yeah, and then 39 is the library.
Yeah.
And the return of Death Urge.
And then
the return of Matt Kona Death Urge.
Yeah.
And 40 is the Ultimate Nullifier, right?
Mm-hmm. And Quasar dies. Spoiler.
Well, no, he's ultimately nullified. Whatever that means.
But and in issue 40, we get the return of Matt Kona Kid Reaper.
That's true. We do.
A lot of build
A lot of
up.
Matt Kona coming up. Death Urge, Kid Reaper. Remember, he adds his own flair to those figures of death. I think there's a lot of exposition next issue because it's all Dimension of Manifestations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to flip a coin to see who's gonna be the Contemplator.
Is this the? Wait, which Contemplator is this?
I think it's the real one because I think he says here that there's a guy impersonating him. I think when
that's right. Yeah.
Show up in the what is it, issue 47 or something? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that was probably Grunwald doing a little trick to clean up some continuity because the Contemplator would not be a bloodthirsty, do evil kind of guy, right?
Yes. That's right. That's a good Quasar 37. Cool cover too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. So anything else? We did go a little long, but we did cover 2 issues. 2 extra size issues, though.
That's right.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Let's get
All
out.
right.
Let's.
So yeah, hey Finn, get your dad to send in some feedback for Quasar 37 next next episode. Hey Soshin, we haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's like I'm lost. No one told me to turn left or right for weeks now.
Turn right now.
We missed you, Soshin. Come back to us, Soshin, please.
Nice incidental music.
We have to have an intervention, Soshin. What's more important than the quantum zone, Soshin? All right. So yes. So everyone, and again, don't let Ray hog all the fun. Everyone, send your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, wherever you're at in the cosmos, follow us on social media. You can find it all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. Excuse me. And support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt to Killer. Go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback, and get it on Amazon. And when you go on Amazon for anything, use the Southgate Media Group. Send the money, send some coins to Rob Southgate to help us bring such fine products as the Quantum Zone, because these do cost money to put up. All right, Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Allred. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Walred, at WALLRED, Twitter and Gmail and Facebook and all those places. You can also find me at diaryofnight.com, which is my self-published book right there, which we just had a successful Kickstarter wrap up last week, which was pretty cool.
Say, so long, I don't think we announced that. Yeah, the Kickstarter, you're fully funded, right?
That's right, and I'm going to be fulfilling that pretty quick. It's just going to be fun. And then, of course, all kinds of really cool, fun stuff to see at the Quantum Zone, right? quantumzone.org.
All right. Master of the 2-for-1 on cassette tapes, Matt Kona, where can we?
You can find me moving to Quincy, Mass for the next 2 days, and then likely lying on the floor sore. Or online, I'll periodically at Matt Kona, MATTKONA, across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, farmersonly.com, and all that. Yeah.
Why do I feel like there's going to be a picture on Instagram of just like Yale carrying like 3 boxes at once, and Kona's just like sitting there on the couch eating a donut or something? With like the caption, "Moving is such hard work."
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. All you loyal fans, all you evil doubles, all you Australians. So yeah, next couple weeks going to be alternating Quasar 37, Infinity War 3, back to Quasar 38, back to Infinity War 4. So we finish up Infinity War. Oh my lord, we're getting closer and closer to Marvel Boy. We're gonna have like a straight month of Marvel Boy.
And the Punisher.
Yes.
Before that, we're getting 2 issues of Fantastic Four. And that reprint of the 1950s Marvel Boy, that's so wordy. Oh my lord. All right. Well, we ended one war, started another. So come back next time. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum.